Folks, since we have a hard stop at 7:15, it's now 6:45. I am going to convene this meeting of the Budget Committee. We won't be able to go into the roll call, but I just want to remind everybody as we go through this discussion, this has gone out for the last couple of years, of the perspective of the Budget Committee as opposed to the operating committees. That we take a starting point of the priorities received from the committee chairs, then the lists are based on several factors across the district, which may or may not be weighted to everyone's preference, but take into consideration community input, urgency, severity of the problem, geography, equity across the district, immediate and or broad community impact, redundancy to other requests, and already budgeted in process. And a reminder that the borough president says that they want no more than 25 or 30 request items for capital and for expense, although I have been led to believe, and Farah disagrees with me.
Don't mention it.
I am of the belief from conversations and documents from the borough president's office that we should limit our capital to 15 and our expense to 10 in total for CB8. And also reminding you that I've been told offline many times that they don't pay attention after 5. So our role here is to compile. Hi, Marty. Pull up a chair. Our role here is to compile and give our opinions on an initial prioritization of each of these two lists, getting them ready for review and discussion by, exec and community at large, and for the board in the board meeting in October, the board meeting, and moreover the public hearing beforehand, before the October meeting, where the community gets to give their comments on the budget priorities, and then we vote as a board, not as an executive committee, on the priorities at the following, the succeeding meeting. Just comment that Julie, Farah, and myself have no more role in this content or priority order than any of you. This is just a first pass that we will be discussing for each of them, and then as a group, we should come up with what we believe to be the priorities. Having said, Julie, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just need a correction in regards to the submissions of capitals and video. The borough president, when the borough president's office submits their budget, they cut it down, yes, but they've never really said for us to do it. As a matter of fact, when we had a presentation with city planning and also in our handbook for community members, it states that we should have 40 capital and 25 expenses.
More than.
Right. Again, if committees have a shorter one, it may make the list, but it has to be said that it's 40 capital and 25 expenses cited by the city planning and also in our handbooks.
Right, but again.
And the borough president never said it. That's just what she chooses to do. She chooses.
Right, but that leaves us to, all right, it's not worth discussing.
She said it and she didn't.
Okay. At any rate, so let's look at the capital list. There are 21 items. Actually, we focused on the first 15, and then there are a couple of other items that weren't part of the original list. But you're welcome to comment and horse trade as you may. So I open the floor to any committee chair that wants to suggest changes in the content or order of the capital budget request list.
I think this is very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was that crossed off or is it?
It is crossed off.
Okay.
Because it's not in our district. We
okay. Talking about 4 cameras on 1 and 2 on number 4. Okay.
Yeah, we weren't sure, remember? We discussed that.
They did a check for me. From my naked eye, it looked fine because it was in the map, but they checked it out, and I trust Audie and Farah, and they checked it out.
Oh, yeah, I think we only have one subway line, not two. Any other comments about the list, other than, Maryland's liking it?
Aren't you pleasantly surprised that I agree with you?
Yeah, you're not even in the top. Oh, we didn't have any, that's why.
I'm on public safety, yeah, we do.
No, I mean, aging, no aging.
Oh, I see.
Are we doing capital or expense?
Capital.
You'll have some aging this year.
So just the number 7, ELCA, the cultural affairs,
Mhm.
Kingsbridge Historical Society.
Mm-hmm. Could you press the,
I got it. Oh,
it does work. I'm sorry,
Oh, I'm thinking, never mind.
you community center?
Yeah.
Right, right, yeah,
I
yeah.
know that KATC is park property, so.
Right, but this-
Right,
Yeah,
right,
This is the historical site.
right, the old church. Ah, you started joining us. But it's it's got a similar problem, the roof. Which really scares me because it's a wood all of the underlayment is wood. And it reminds me of, Notre Dame.
I love that church.
I know, but
I used to do
it's such, but I am concerned about that risk. Yes, sir.
So, judging from the agency response we got last year on these cameras, I'm under the impression that, Councilman Dinowitz basically has to check off on these. So I don't know, you might wanna have a conversation with him, because,
We will talk about that, or we did.
okay, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful.
The whole list.
Yeah.
But he's referring to this in particular, though.
Argus cameras.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I have a question about 2 and 8. Do they have to
I'm
be-
sorry, about what?
Number 2 and 8, do they have to be separate, or could they be combined? Because they're both in model houses, one is a community center.
They're very
the other
different.
Okay. so-
One is really structural,
Okay.
and one is, a nice community kind of thing. And, did we ever get a response back from Tony about the community center issue?
Yes, he
He's
would
very much
like-
in okay.
He's in
Good,
favor,
good,
yes.
Good.
I think
Okay.
he's even mentioned he's getting, I don't remember if it was for this, Julie, do you remember? Or the other project that's getting an estimate already?
Oh, good.
NYCHA.
But I was the wrong one at the meeting.
Yeah.
I have it on my notes.
Good.
She's done.
I'm just going to agree with everyone right now. And
Well, there is some flexibility. I mean, frankly, we've got probably somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks to get this out, 2 or 3 weeks. So if something really strikes you in the middle of the night, let me know and I will circulate it.
I
But,
have ideas, but I wouldn't know if it goes to capital expense right now, so since this is my very first.
let's talk later. All right, since you're new to the process, and this is really Rosemary's stuff, and it's hard to sort of insert, I mean, unless you think it's really urgent.
No, there,
All right, so let's talk about it. Okay?
yeah.
So what would it be?
So, like, ideas you mean that I have? I mean, these are just ideas, it's not like I have.
Okay.
Why don't we talk later, seriously?
It's a question for the 235th,
Sorry, what number are you looking at?
and 20 and 21.
Uh-huh.
They're all independent projects.
And what's the other one?
20 and 21. Yeah. 236th Street, number 10, is the actual street. It's, nobody's taking responsibility for the lack of curb and street and drain and all that sort of stuff, and this has been an issue for years. But that's,
Nothing to do with
On
the
here?
walkway.
what's that?
Weren't there step streets on here? In
Last
June?
year, not this year. There were a lot of step streets.
No step streets at all?
That's,
They did not,
that's what the committee submitted.
TNT did not submit it.
Because they said there was limited stuff to put on there, put in, so we figured we'd just put in the things that we know we can get in there.
Well, DOT actually put in 8, so, they got more than their fair share put in, so.
Yeah.
But they just didn't think that it was going anywhere, because it hasn't gone anywhere.
The 235th Street overpass had repairs made when I had mentioned it to someone. So I was like, you know what, as long as you can walk over without killing yourself, I'm good, so I.
Yeah, they did the patching a while ago. See, that one,
That was recently.
I think that's why,
Because I went to take the pictures.
right, the feasibility study, 21, is to look at it. Because if they tackle, you know, in any significant way, you know, patching and painting the yellow
Yeah,
is
well-
one thing. But if they tackle it in any significant way, it's gonna be